No. No, 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 no. Okay. Today we are going to rehouse not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 fossorial tarantulas. So let's go! And the actual idea today was to make a video on this huge tall enclosure, this huge XXL fossorial enclosure, but you see, the inhabitant is not really cooperating and she didn't dig anything. And the main point of this video was to get an awesome recording of her digging a long tunnel, reaching all the way to the bottom, but she doesn't really want to do that on camera with really low light. You see, I'm using this light, but I tone it all the way down like this, and that is still apparently too much brightness for her because she's just chilling in that corner, not even trying to dig anything. So hopefully that will happen by the next Monday and I won't need to look for another alternative to this video. But today I wanted to stay in the theme of fossorial tarantulas, and I picked 4 fossorial tarantulas from this shelf because, you know, we need to move all of these tarantulas into dark den acrylic enclosures of this type, and I'm kind of postponing this all the time, but look at this. This Chilobrachys species really needs a new enclosure because she is way too big for this plastic cup and also too big for this dark den enclosure, so she will go into standard dark den glass cube, while the other 3, 1 Chilobrachys species and 2 Phlogiellus species, all 3 of them will go into dark den acrylic enclosures, fossorial enclosures. And if you're looking to get something like this, an enclosure of this type, or if you need an arboreal version of that enclosure, you see, with front opening, they are all available on the web shop. I also have these cubes with front opening, with top opening, but they are all sold out. I don't even have them for myself, and I have smaller enclosures, so you can check that out. Although only available in Europe, that includes the UK and other countries that are outside of European Union, but within the Europe. Link is in the description. Let's first rehouse this Chilobrachys species called Chilobrachys species Cambodian blue. And you can actually see why it got a blue in its name. Yeah, there is a bit of blue tint on the underside of her front legs, and they actually really remind me on other Chilobrachys species that is called Chilobrachys discolus and Chilobrachys Vietnam blue, but I think someone wrote me that Chilobrachys Vietnam blue got described and it is also Chilobrachys discolus, so I wouldn't really be surprised if this is also the same thing, just a Chilobrachys discolus from a different region. Yeah, I wasn't surprised if that turned out to be the case. As you know, setting up a fossorial enclosure is the easiest thing ever, because all that you need is a lot of substrate, a lot of dirt, and tarantula will do the rest. However, some Chilobrachys species are opportunistic webbers, and if you want to observe that behavior, you should put less substrate and a lot of anchoring points so they can web up. Although I'm not certain if all species will do that. From personal experience, Chilobrachys huahini and Chilobrachys fimbriatus will do that. There we go, this is what you want. A lot of substrate and a pre-made burrow. The tarantula will just go inside and start to dig. To continue dig that hole, usually beside the glass if the enclosure is a bit narrower, you know. Alright, let's now see how first rehouse will go. I will try to do the standard trick, just put her beside like this. Poke her and hope that she will go in the right direction. Maybe I can actually put these enclosures to provide like a barrier, so if tarantula goes just straight up, she'll face this wall and maybe go into the actual enclosure where we want her. Keep your fingers crossed now, although a first reaction will most likely be a feeding response. Oh, you see. Well, hello. Yes. Ooh, you can now see all the blue color on the legs. Sweet. We got some biting action, but that is not what we really want now. We want her to... Yes, I will turn you like this. Oh. I hope I can just lift her and put her in the enclosure. That would be ideal. No, don't go there. Come on, bite it, bite. How can I tell you to go up? Okay, we are getting there. That's right. Your new enclosure is right there. Ah, Get this out of the way and get this out of the way, and we simply close it like this. Another job well done. The tarantula whisperer strikes again, without a hiccup, right? Although looking at her now, I think 1 or 2 molts and she will also need an enclosure of this size, just like the other Chilobrachys, but I think that we got like a year until that. Yeah, it will be all right. Now should we? No, we are going to leave this Chilobrachys for less because it is the biggest. Now, honestly, I'm looking forward to rehouse this Phlogiellus species because I haven't seen it like ever since I rehoused it in this enclosure, and that was a while ago. Is she actually inside? I don't see any movement. Oh, she is right there. Maybe I should have first set up the enclosure before I pulled her outside. I don't know why I expected that she will stay somewhere, but yeah, it is fully logical that she will be within the web. So quickly I'm going to set up the enclosure, and hopefully she won't move because she's like this standing on the table. If you really wish, you can make like a pretty fossorial enclosure, a pretty fossorial setup. Like, I'm not sure if you can see over there, but I put plants inside of that enclosure, but it is definitely not required. The tarantula won't care, and in case of heavier webbers like this one, it will just get covered with web. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about it. Okay, that should be enough. Pre-made burrow, and ta-da, ready. Now I see that she actually went inside a bit, so I'm thinking if I can she's right there. I'm thinking what would be the easiest way to separate her from her web? Those are her legs. Oh man, I think I have an idea. Maybe I can do something like, you see, something like this, then just pull her like okay, I separated her from this web. Now if I just do something like, or something like this, hopefully I will get her to bolt out. Yeah, there we go. Yes, go up. Perfect. Now we just put this in the dark done acrylic enclosure, and look at this. We touched. I need a poking stick to, of course, poke the tarantula. This is the exact reason why I got these holes on top. She will not be that easily poked, but looks like we are... Nah, come on, girl. Let's go down. The sound of tarantula feet on... Ooh, and the pre-made burrow got covered. How did that happen? That burrow is my chance for her to chill. Maybe if I blow... Okay, stop. No. Look where she is. Yes. Flawless victory. Haha. Okay, let's try to do it again. Have you heard the definition of insanity? It is doing same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which is exactly what I'm doing now. But we just need a bit of luck. Hello, girl. Can you go down? Like, can you see like hairs on her legs? Look. They are all moving. Please, just go down. Simply go down and stay down. Yes. And now just stop. No, you don't need to move like at all. Okay, quick peek. So we can record her to see how she actually looks, because in all of this chasing I didn't really have a nice look, but yeah. She doesn't have any extremely good looking features, but she definitely got a personality. Am I right? Right? And boink. For a second it looked a bit problematic, but it is all good now. Just slight hiccups, but tarantula is inside and that's all that matters. So let's set up the last enclosure, the last acrylic enclosure, because we will still need to set up the glass enclosure. And if you're wondering why I'm not using sand for the texture, there's really no point for that. Everything will be dug and covered within a few days. A little bit more and that's it. I will actually attempt to make a slope. I never did it in such a small enclosure, but we will see how it will look. And I'll put the hole in the middle, just like that. Look, she's checking out her new setup. And this is right the time when the misting turned on in the junglarium. Perfect timing. Not sure if you can hear it, but it's going like... So, can we expect the same shenanigans from this one? Can even pull it like the other one. Okay, now let's see where is the tarantula. Not here. And I can see some legs right there, you see? So let me prepare the catch cup and then we will poke here. Poke, 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 poke. Ah, she's thinking to go beside the catch cup. Please, not like... Look at this. Now you can actually compare their sizes. And she is a fat one, whoa. Definitely much fatter than the other one. Can we do something like bim bam boom? Okay, and now... Get your legs, excellent. This was easy, like a professional. Tarantula Whisperer strikes again. Without a flinching or anything. This could have been easier and more straightforward. I'm really wondering if the slope will remain in this setup. I never really tried it in this small setup, as I said, so this will be really good. And I think that this video, I think after we rehouse everything, we are going to do a time jump to like the next day just to see what all 4 tarantulas did within one night with lights off, because I'm certain that this girl would also already made a burrow if I wasn't recording her with a light on. So without a light we will see what will be the progress in one night. But before we do that, we need to rehouse one last tarantula. So let's quickly fill this with substrate. 1, 2, 3. Compress everything. 4 and 5. Compress it once again. I want to camouflage this exposed styrofoam with one leaf, you see, so I will just glue that in that corner. Something like that, you see. And you know what, I also want to try to make like a central hide. I think I never did it in any of my setups. I always do it on the side, I don't know why. So some variety in enclosures is always welcome. This is it. And we can take the tarantula, just remove this substrate, put the enclosure right there, remove the lid. I think I will actually turn her like this. Actually, I'll put it in the corner like this, and we can poke, 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 just like first one, expecting oh, you see how big she is for this tiny enclosure. Yeah, she was in dire need of a new enclosure. And looking at the pictures of adult tarantulas of this species, come on, don't be mad. Yes, I know. Nice fangs you got there, girl. What was I saying? Yeah, I never seen an adult of this species in person, but from pictures on internet, it is a fully black tarantula. So I'm really... come on. Okay, I'll let it go. It actually worked, I cannot believe. From the pictures on Google, this is a fully black tarantula when she's an adult, so I'm really looking forward to see her, to see how she will develop. Whoa, she's mad, so mad. But the rehouse was highly successful, hell yeah. Even though she tried to be a stubborn girl, I managed to play that to my advantage, and yeah, she's now in the enclosure, right where she needs to be, at the hide entrance. Hell yeah! Now I need to clean the table, so You can check how their setups looks. So mad. You can check how their setups looks one more time. One quick pan across all of their enclosures. Yes, 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 yes. And now we do a time jump, and there we go. This is the progress. All 4 tarantulas were super busy during the night. And I think that this one was the busiest because she webbed up definitely the most, while its sibling only did a bit around the hole. And these 2 Chilobrachys, they only webbed the area, you see the perimeter around the hole, and she actually covered the hole. So hopefully she will actually start to dig. Now I also want to try to feed them to see if they are already acclimated to their new environment. I'm almost positive that there won't be any problem with this one, although you never know. Well, I had there. Yep, she was ready for the meal. First meal inside of new enclosure. I didn't really plan to make this a feeding video, but it is what it is. I decided to attempt it now before I started to record this end of the video. Will this Chilobrachys eat? Oh no, 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 no. Wrong direction, and these headlight roaches love to dig, love to bury, so... Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! She definitely accepted her new home. And I really like that fact. By the way, there is also slight bluish, purplish tint on her fangs, right? Yeah, it kinda looks like it. I never really realized. And let's feed the other 2. That is if roach starts to move, of course. Oh, a happy dance, and look, roach dropped some eggs. It was a pregnant female, and this is usually what they will do if they have eggs inside. They will actually drop them even though if they are not fully developed, just to get a chance for babies to survive. But I'm pretty sure that these aren't developed enough. Nope. What is happening still here? The roach is of course not cooperating with us. Oh, yes. There we go. We just needed a slight movement. Pretty good. And the last one, she's kind of here in the corner, so I wouldn't be surprised if she will not eat. I wouldn't be surprised if she freaks out and runs out of the enclosure, or... Yes? Come on, just grab it. Simply grab it. Oh, was that a grab or... Nope, roach is still down. Oh, come on, will you disappoint? Out of all 4? Ah, yes, 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 she grabbed it right now. Excellent. Now, all of them with brand new homes, with a nice meal in their mouth. Nice. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday, sometimes a live stream on Sunday. So see you again soon. Bye.